And now it's time to start sequencing. So if I press the MIDI key, just gets a constant sound. So what we are going to do is to use LFO1 to control the volume of oscillator A. If you press Shift, then you can draw different steps in your LFO, and it makes it much easier to draw these kind of sequences or shapes. So if you press Shift, you can draw the steps. And if you want to move around with the individual points, you can press Alt for it to quantize to the selected grid in the LFO. So right now we are going to map LFO1 to oscillator 1 volume, and we are going to start making a rhythm. Since LFO1 is controlling the volume, you can get bigger or shorter decay on the notes by using this curve feature on the LFO. And in the notes that you wish to have a longer decay, you can make the curve a little bit this way. Or if you want to have a shorter note, you can make it shorter by pulling it this way. So if you grab this LFO and then you map it to the filter cutoff, okay, now let's add a lot of resonance to make that acid sound. Octave down. This is always being triggered on the same note. So instead of drawing notes on the MIDI file, we are going to use another LFO to control or to write the melody on this sequence. So we are going to drag it into our semitone control of our oscillator A, and we are going to make it to the max, so there are 1 octave up and 1 octave down from the place that we are starting. This is already controlling the semitone of oscillator A, so let's use Shift to draw the steps. In the middle it should be 0, and then we're going to have an octave up and an octave down available for this sequence. So octave up, okay, right now we are only going 1 octave up and 1 octave down, but we can change that by tweaking any of these steps.